from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 72 yards. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Disley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Herbert running left off the option. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Harris running straight ahead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Vidal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Penix. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Here's Herbert as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Herbert on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 39. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. 39 yards for Najee Harris. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are even at 10 apiece. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To the air, Penix. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Drake London, 69 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Coup for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll send Williams in motion right. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Shedding through the defense. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Harris will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Dicker down, attack on the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And looking to throw, Penix. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Penix working out of the gun here. And this will be caught by Mooney. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Penix sets up the screen to Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Koo knocks this one through the post. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. Hampton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Herbert, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the 2nd half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hampton, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hampton. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. It's Hampton. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down,
They hand this off to Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Herbert now. That one complete to McConkey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
3rd and short yardage, Penix. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the option right, Herbert. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Again, it's Robinson. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Hand off now to Robinson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the second field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 10. A little over 50 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Herbert to throw. Short throw to Disley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's second down and 3. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Herbert going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.